From the mud to the rise, yeah, we built it on the grind. Trench talk, real talk, leave the fake ones behind. We don't fold, we don't break, every move we define. It's the code from the trenches where the real ones align.
Alright, y'all, I wasn't even gonna speak on this track because, let's be real, I don't want to give it any more oxygen, especially after Drake started hitting reactors with lawsuits like he's Thanos collecting Infinity Stones. But this song is too messy not to dissect, so let's get straight into it. So, boom, this is Drizzy's long-awaited response in the Kendrick Lamar beef, aka the track that had the internet holding its breath like a side chick waiting for a text back. It's called Give Me a Hug, which already sounds like the title of a passive-aggressive HR email, but okay. And fam, they got the CN Tower spinning in the visualizer. Toronto is literally dizzy, just like Drake right now. Then the beat drops and oh boy, Drizzy came in like a motivational speaker who just found out his ex is happier without him. Drake elimination, fake intimidation. Hold up, this man rapping like he's in a WWE Royal Rumble match by himself. Like, who exactly is getting eliminated here? The haters, the industry, his hairline? We may never know. But wait, he follows up with like, take a minute, take a deep breath, have a little bit of patience. Bro, is this a diss track or a guided meditation? I feel like I should be sitting crisscross applesauce, lighting sage, and manifesting my best life. Drake out here giving his enemies breathing exercises before he cooks them. That's good to consider it. Drizzy, you amazing, you the inspiration. Now hold up, did this man just sneak in his own fan mail mid-bar? This is crazy. Imagine writing a diss track and complimenting yourself in the middle of it. Kendrick somewhere sipping tea like, oh, he hyping himself up now? Adorable, dicka. Then he says, you Neo in the Matrix, these dudes just Nemo in the ocean. Bars. But also, Drake said, did you just call your ops a cute lost fish with short-term memory loss? Kendrick gonna have to clap back with a Finding Dory reference at this point. And then this man says, dudes wanna see RIP me on a t-shirt like I'm Hulk Hogan. Bruh, Hulk Hogan is alive and well. Did Drake just kill off a man that's still kicking? Somebody check on him. Bulletproof doors so heavy got me rolling like a dignitary. Drake out here moving like the president of Toronto. If you see a blacked out SUV in the 6, just know it's probably him ordering a Starbucks latte with full security escort. But then he hits us with, yo, funny how it's only dudes that are waiting on my obituary. Oh, okay, talk spicy then, Aubrey. He really said, y'all praying on my downfall, but guess what? I'm immortal, baby. Like, bro, we get it, you're not going anywhere. Then the real violation. Hated girls up in 29 on stage twerking with a dictionary. But sir, what does this even mean? What kind of academic strip club are we talking about? Are these the scholarly strippers? Are they throwing degrees instead of dollar bills? Is Oxford sponsoring this event? At this point the beat switches and Drizzy finds a new pocket. Because of course he does. He starts sliding in the flow and I'll give him credit. This part is smooth. You can tell he's feeling himself now. Give a million right now, got so many like a me. Translation, I'm rich, y'all broke. Thanks, Drake, we hadn't figured that out in the past decade of flexing. Drake elimination, fake intimidation, bro really out here making his own WWE entrance music. He thinks he's stepping into the ring like The Rock, but Kendrick looking at him like, know your role and shut your mouth. Then he hits us with that, you set the bar for the next generation. Oh, so now you're the hip hop sensei? Now you're a sensei, but just last week you were throwing subliminals on IG like a bitter ex? Alright, and then he says, you Neo in the Matrix, these dudes just Nemo in the ocean. First of all, why are we using Pixar bars in a rap beef? Second, Drake really called these dudes tiny fish while acting like he's dodging bullets in slow motion. Sir, let's be honest, your biggest battle has been dodging commitment. Small fish making kids feel emotion. Oh, he really calling out Kendrick now. This man said, like, y'all say I make surface level music, but you out here dropping Pixar tearjerkers for Gen Z. The shade. But wait, Drake isn't done with the pettiness. Using you for promotion, true words never been spoken. Yes, the Drake stimulus package. You either collab with him and get a hit, or you beef with him and get even more attention. It's a win-win situation for everyone but Drake, apparently. Then he throws in this bar that had me screaming, dudes want to see RIP me on a t-shirt like I'm Hulk Hogan. Sir, first of all, Hulk Hogan is alive and well. Second, is this the best person to compare yourself to when you're constantly getting colonizer allegations? Like, who's advising you, bro? Logan Paul? But we move. Then he says, really out here filling up the itinerary till I'm 6 feet in the cemetery. Translation, I'm too busy making music and spending money to settle down. Drake been in a midlife crisis since 2015. Bro could literally have a wife and 3 kids by now, but instead he's out here giving us toxic bachelor diary entries in album form. Bulletproof doors so heavy got me rolling around like a dignitary. Drake moving like he's in a Fast and Furious movie, but really he's just trying to avoid TMZ and bitter exes. Also, let's not act like he didn't literally stage a bullet hole effect on his jacket in Australia like he was starring in a hip-hop action movie. Then comes the ultimate violation. If I die, it's these dudes that become the sole beneficiaries. Ayo. Drake really saying that if he disappears, his LPs have nothing left to talk about. He just called the whole industry clout chasers. He basically told Kendrick, without me you'd be reading poetry to a bunch of dudes and koofies. Then my favorite line, hated girls up at 29 on stage twerking with a dictionary. What does this mean? Drake really out here suggesting that if he's gone, the strip clubs will be forced to start twerking to conscious rap. So let me get this straight. Kendrick drops a deep introspective album and now strippers gotta read Webster's? Is this what we're doing, Drake? Imagine a DJ screaming, make some noise if you love self-reflection and accountability. Nah, Drake is violating. Then he keeps going at guilt trips, not Turks trips, when it's cold out in February. Translation, Kendrick trying to guilt trip y'all, but I'm out here taking vacations. Bro really said, while y'all are overthinking life, I'm sipping mojitos in the Bahamas. D's boy told me Marvin's Room was his favorite song, he was drilling to it. Now let's be real, imagine a hard as hell Chicago dude riding around about to slide on the ops, but in the background you just hear, I'm just saying you could do better. Nah, this is the most unintentionally hilarious flex ever. Drake really saying his music is so powerful that even street dudes get emotional in the trenches. Kendrick making songs about generational trauma, and meanwhile Marvin's Room got the shooters reminiscing about their exes mid drive-by. Then he says, 1,000 dudes rapping murder, 10 dudes that'll really do it. Oh, Drake on his big talk now. He's saying a lot of these rappers out here are faking the street life, but he knows the real ones. This could be a shot at damn near anyone. Future, ASAP Rocky, Metro Boomin, maybe even Kendrick. Drake basically saying, Alta, y'all love to talk like you about it, but who really about it? Because the ones who really get busy, they bumpin' me. Then he throws in a shout out to 21 Savage, basically telling him, you stayed out of this whole mess and I respect it. And then, Melissa For You, a legend from the 6, hate to see you with a dick sucker. Now we getting spicy. Joe Budden, shots incoming. Melissa Ford, who's from Toronto, has been on Joe Budden's podcast multiple times. So Drake is basically saying, damn Melissa, why you rocking with this dude? You a legend and you standing next to this clown? Then, about to be a lit summer, tell Tony to leave the motor running. Translation, I got plans, we moving militant all summer twice. And then he flexes again. Pandide, tell Mike the ceiling too low and Booby how he's supposed to throw. I'd say, bro, Drake just complained about strip club ceiling height. This man said, I throw so much money in the club, y'all need to renovate. This level of rich people problems is insane. Imagine throwing so much cash that you have to call an architect to fix the venue. Dudes be dropping expletive, but we be dropping hard as expletive. Drake really saying, y'all dropping disses, but I'm dropping straight classics. And now the switch up, we get into that R&B Drake bag, the I miss my ex, but also I'm flexing, Drake. Them Nike tights hugging on that ass like they missed it. Drake back on his Loverboy villain arc. This is peak toxic romance bars. And then, what's up? Dudes hate the boy for sure, the women in love. Classic Drake marketing strategy. Make music the guys will be forced to hear because their girl loves it. Sit back and watch the world hate while you make millions. Then out of nowhere, give me a H, give me a hate, give me a H. Bro turned into a cheerleader mid-song. This gotta be a shot at Joe Budden's pump it up flow. He's clowning. Then we get into the Aaron Hall I Miss You sample. Because of course we do. Drake cannot end an aggressive track without reminding us that he's still emotionally unavailable. What can I say? I miss you girls, I'm stuck in my ways. Translation, yeah, I got all this money, all this success, but I'm still toxic and you still love me for it. At this point it's Drake's world and we just live in it. And then he doubles down. They be dropping, but we be dropping harder, expletive. Kendrick dropped GNX, we dropping harder. This is him brushing off everything Kendrick just did. Like, oh, you thought GNX was a moment? Nah, we still running the game. Then he hits us with F a rap beef, we just trying to get the party lit. Translation: I'm not even taking this seriously. Y'all arguing over bars? I'm making hits that run the summer. But let's be real, Drake is taking this personally. That's why he keeps bringing it up while pretending not to care. And then, Watch the Party Die. This is a direct response to Kendrick's The Heart Part 6, where K. Dot said, "Watch the party die, I see the culture collapse." Kendrick was calling out the shallowness of modern rap, saying dudes like Drake are making everything too commercialized instead of pushing the art forward. And Drake, he's like, "Nah, bro, we're not watching the party die, we keeping this lit." This is the same conflict we've seen for years. Kendrick is on his artistry versus industry wave, while Drake is like, bro, we just trying to have fun. Then we get into the strip club nostalgia segment. Drake really said, "Aw, damn, miss you, give me a hug, give me a hug, give me a hug." He's out here serenading strippers mid-beef. This is peak certified lover boy villainy. But let's break it down deeper. This ain't just random simp energy. Kendrick called Drake out for being shallow, for making music that lacks depth, for never evolving as an artist. And what does Drake do? He leans even harder into it. Kendrick, Drake's music has no substance. Shut Drake. Yo, let me dedicate this verse to my favorite strippers. This is his way of mocking the critique, like, oh, you think I'm shallow? Bet, let me double down on it. But that's also the problem, and this is the same playbook he's been using for a decade. Like, we get it, you're rich, you miss your exes, you spend a ridiculous amount of money in the club, but at this point, Drake is pushing 40 and still making the same songs he was making in his 20s. And that's what Kendrick's critique was really about. Kendrick evolves. He goes from Section 80 to Pimp a Butterfly to Damn to Mr. Morale. He's always pushing the genre forward. Meanwhile, Drake is still rapping about bottle service. So yeah, this is a response, but is it really a rebuttal, or is Drake proving Kendrick's point? Final take. This track is entertaining as hitting as hell, but it feels like Drake is dodging the real conversation. Kendrick made a serious critique of his artistry, and Drake's response? Yo, I'm too rich to care. Let's talk about my favorite strip club memories. That's hilarious, but also kind of sad if you think about it, because deep down Drake knows Kendrick got under his skin. So what do y'all think? Is this Drake deflecting, or is he just playing the game his way? Drop your thoughts, let's talk about it.